Day 18 Tenzing Norgay. In the shadow of the summit, the Himalayas rise like a wall against the sky, their peaks glistening with ice that has never felt the touch of summer. In the spring of 1953, the world's attention turned to the highest of them, all Mount Everest. Dozens had tried to conquer it. Many had died in the attempt. Among the climbers in the British expedition was a Sherpa from Nepal named Tenzing Norgay. For the Western press, the spotlight was on the New Zealander Edmund Hillary. But for those who knew the mountain, Tenzing was already a legend. Born in the Khumbu region in the early 20th century, Tenzing grew up in the shadow of Everest. He herded yaks as a boy, watching the clouds swirl around the summit, dreaming of what lay above them. Life in the high valleys was hard, cold winters, thin air, and little contact with the outside world, but Tenzing had a natural strength and endurance that set him apart. By his 20s, he had begun working as a porter for mountaineering expeditions. While Western climbers brought money, equipment, and fame, it was often Sherpas like Tenzing who broke the trail, carried the loads, and guided them through the most dangerous sections. He learned the mountain's moods, how the snow could shift under your feet without warning, how the wind could rise in seconds to tear tents from their moorings. In 1953, when the British organized their most ambitious attempt yet on Everest, Tenzing was chosen as one of the lead climbers. The expedition battled their way up through the Khumbu icefall, over the western Khwam, and up the treacherous Lhotse face. Each day the air grew thinner, every movement slowed by the lack of oxygen. Frostbite was a constant threat. By May 28th, only 2 men would make the final push, Hillary and Tenzing. They set out from their high camp before dawn, the world below them a sea of clouds. The last obstacle was the Hillary Stepper near vertical rock face, just below the summit. Hillary led, cutting footholds in the ice, and together they pulled themselves up. At 11:30 a.m. on May 29th, 1953, Tenzing Norgay and Edmund Hillary stood side by side on the roof of the world. The view stretched beyond the horizon, jagged peaks fading into the distance, the curve of the earth visible through the thin blue haze. They spent only about 15 minutes on the summit. Tenzing left a small offering sweets as a gesture to the mountain gods. Hillary took photographs. Neither man planted a flag for himself. When news of the achievement reached the world, much of the credit went to Hillary. Tenzing was gracious, but he understood the truth. Without the Sherpa's skill and resilience, no expedition could have succeeded. He continued climbing for years, later devoting himself to training young mountaineers in Nepal. Lesson of the day: great achievements are rarely the work of one person alone. Tenzing Norgay's story is a reminder that glory is best when it's shared, and that those who walk beside us often make our victories possible. The summit may be the goal, but the climb is always a team effort.